Aloha and welcome to Hana Hou Daily. I'm Rachel Pacaro.
I'm Kainoa Carlson. What a great show we got planned for today.
We've got so many incredible local vendors here on today's show. You're looking at some of the products that we're going to detail in a little bit. All kind of makekes happening out there. And we got a front row seat.
If you're looking at the spot to support local, this is where you want to do it. We got so many different vendors on the show. In addition to that, we're going to take you guys over here to this great local family as we talk all about supporting local farmers, local businesses as well. This beautiful Ohana, their business starts over there in Haleiwa on the North Shore. Anuhea, part of Anuhea's little farm. We got all the details with that. Rach, what else we got?
Oh my gosh, well, I just want to show off all the people that came in for today's show. Everybody's going to be out talking story with us. Like I mentioned about supporting local businesses, that's what it's all about. But I also think we have UFC Kailua over here because Kainoa, you and I, we can use a few workouts.
That's right. You know, we're always looking to stay fit because we're going to have some food coming up a little bit later inside the Hana Hou kitchen as well. They got a big reopening happening with UFC gyms all across the islands. Make sure you stay tuned for that.
All right, well, let's get started right now on Hana Hou Daily. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, like we mentioned, we got a lot of local businesses on the show. In addition to that, a big-time makeke going down in Waikiki. Dustin Carvalho is here hanging out with us right now because the Makeke and the Nahoku Hana Hou Awards coming up this weekend. Welcome in, Ralph.
Right. Hello, welcome.
Very excited to have you.
We're glad to have you. Okay, now the Makeke that's happening, it's a two-day event, Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
It's called Pualu
Hawaii Makeke. So we'll be featured at the 48th annual Nahoku Hana Hou Awards at the Sheraton Waikiki. So it'll be Friday and Saturday, a two-day event featuring some amazing vendors that are from all over Hawaii Islands.
Yes, last year there was the Makeke as well. Did so awesome at the Hokus last year, and now they decided to bring it back. There's going to be a whole bunch of vendors. How many vendors are you talking?
We're about 25 plus vendors that will be there on that day. So both days, we're going to be featuring Papali Pico. This is some of her papalis here. She's also known for her palaka wear as well, a Hawaii Island-based brand.
Okay, you know I'm gonna have to take this off just so I can.
Wait, you mentioned as well the vendors are across where it's all Hawaii Island.
All Hawaii Island, yes. Some
That
native
is so
Hawaiian
cool.
businesses, yes.
I feel like it just goes with the outfit today.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm feeling very paniola today.
In fact, right now, Rach, you get the credit card. Let's go. Let's start swiping in.
Start swiping
I left mine upstairs in the office.
You got more on the table, Dustin.
Yes, right here we have Press for Timeless. She took a really great concept, family local business, garden in Waianae. She was able to take some of these flowers from her business and press it in resin to create that timeless look.
Ooh, timeless, yes,
cool.
Because it's right there in the resin, so you can, it's like forever flowers,
Forever
yes?
flowers, yes.
Love that. And then next to the resin flowers, what do
we have Opihi Onalani. She actually was starting this from 10 years old, crafting and sanding Opihi shells, and she went ahead, it's merely inspired by her father, and she was able to put this collection together. So I think it's great because it adds luxury to your look with a little bit of touch of gold and that locket right there.
So
super
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
You can put a little photo in there. It's like Opihi action looking, so it's someone very close to your heart. And then of course all the different types of shells and everything that you have. Down below, there's also some food.
Yes, so right here down below we have the ku keiki as well as kanahele roots. So her concept is super awesome. She's very about mauka to makai and incorporating the aina, everything made with intention. And so right here we have her sea moss, super beneficial. I know people personally that has benefited from taking the sea moss. It's something that you guys definitely have to try. Also, right over here we have Sugarless Bites LLC. She'll be featured there as well. Her beef jerky chips right here. You definitely have to try it, Rachel. It's garlic flavored.
Man, they got a whole bunch of different treats. And so their whole concept, right, is making ono treats without the sugar. Is that correct?
So you can indulge in that stuff and not feel guilty about it in the end, I feel like.
Oh no,
Yeah.
guilt-free, baby. This is so good. Nice and crunchy. You probably heard that crunch as I bit into it. This is ono.
I'm going for the health benefits. You know, I need it on the show. The amount that we eat and have fun, Dust.
Yeah, you try it. You just try that.
How's them?
Ooh, this tastes like I'm transplanted into the ocean. Yeah, but it's really light, and I can see Even with the taste, it's pretty subtle, but very fresh.
Yeah, people use it as topical as well. I know people
Yeah.
that have eczema, they're able to place that on there, and you can see the healing benefits from it, just from everything that's incorporated inside of there. And a lot of it comes directly from their farm there in Waimanalo as well.
Yeah, I've heard such great things about sea moss, so that's definitely going to be there for you to pick up a jar. And then, of course, the beef chips. These, again, were on all. This is the garlic one. It's just very crunchy. Even on top, the garlic chips are very crunchy. So all around a winner.
A lot of stuff
and
to
then,
look forward to.
Look at this over here. I want to say, what is this one?
This is mango cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Sugarless
Ooh.
mango cheesecake.
Okay.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sugarless
God.
mango cheesecake.
I know, wait,
like
here,
how
I'm gonna
that
give this one to you.
sounds. Thank
There you go.
you.
Yes, because
Sharing is caring.
there we go. And
I wanted
then-
to ask you as well, Dust, when is the Makeke kicking off? You mentioned with that amount of volume of vendors, people, when is this all starting?
It's going to begin Friday at 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. and then Saturday, going into Saturday from 10 to 6 as well.
Okay, and I also got this one too.
There you go.
She stole the
Yes.
strawberry.
Oh man, the strawberry, it's in a jar so I could save it for later. This is so good.
It's
So
really
go
good
check it out.
stuff. Hey, stay with us on High Now Daily. We got much more supporting local coming up. In addition to the Makeke taking place, there's free music workshop classes that'll be at the Sheraton as well. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
Oh my God. Oh. Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. Okay, I'm standing right next to Kaylee Silva. She is the owner of Honi Hawaii, and she came in today from Maui with all of her incredible products. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, and you're also going to be at the Nahoku Hano Hano Awards at the Makeke. That's going to be on the outside, and it's called Pualu Makeke. You can catch her on Friday and Saturday. So tell me a little bit about who you are. You came from Maui, and you've got Honi Hawaii. How did that all start?
So I started Honi Hawaii when I was 17 years old. I just was inspired by all these other local businesses. You know, they set the ground, and I'm just trying to run with it.
Good. I am glad you are, because I'm already just looking at your products, the great quality, amazing designs, and some of the inspiration that came from Grandma's house. Yeah?
Yes, so I'm from upcountry Maui in Makawao, and my grandma always had the most beautiful backyard with plumeria, puakeni, crown flower, all of it.
Nice. And then you were also at Mary Monarch this year. This was your drop.
Yes, this is my Mary Monarch collection, and you'll see from my models, they are wearing my Mary Monarch collection as well. This was my first time. We ran 2 locations, and it was just amazing. But the best part will always be meeting everybody.
Yes. Now let's just talk a bit about like the process of you making. Are you designing, like you mentioned grandma's backyard and being able to come up with these concepts and these designs, and then you go ahead and put it into products, but what types of products do you have online for those to shop? And we're looking at bags, but you got so many different things, right?
Yes, we have clothes for men and women. We have sunshades, we have all your beach products, we have your travel products. And you know, traveling is such a big part of my life that I love to incorporate it into my business.
Yeah, speaking of travel, we've got a few friends that came with us today. So if you wouldn't mind, could you introduce your models and what they're wearing today?
So this is Maka. She is wearing my jumpsuit, my Mary Monarch Hou jumpsuit, and with my little pouch.
So cute. That looks very comfy. Anytime there's like a jumper and there's pants, I gotta have it.
And there's pockets.
There's pockets.
And my dresses have pockets. And it's just, you know, I'm trying to create a business that we can provide modern day aloha wear for everybody, make it accessible for everybody.
Absolutely, and I also mentioned travel because don't you recognize her? She's from the Hawaiian Airlines safety video.
Yes.
And then coming on in, we have the Kane.
Yes.
He's also in the same print.
Yeah, so we have matching if you would like to match, you know, your lole o kala with your kane.
All right, and that one looks like an easy fit too, where it's something you can throw on.
Yes, it's very breathable. Everything is very breathable, you know, just for every day.
Absolutely. So again, this was the Mary Monarch drop. Do you still have some of these prints that you can find online?
It's on my website, and you'll find us at the 48th annual Nahoku Hana Hou Makeke.
Yes, so go ahead and check her out. That's June 21st at the Sheraton Waikiki Beach Hotel, Friday and Saturday. Make sure you go early because you know how us local people, we love to shop. When you see it online, you see it, our local people wearing it, we gotta have it. So go ahead and check them out. All the information right there on your screen. And for those who can't make the Pualu Makeke, what is your online shop and your Instagram?
You can follow my Instagram for all the updates. It's honi.hawaii, and we can't wait to be back and do more pop-ups on different islands. We have so much in store.
All right, thank you so much for joining me. We are gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with more of Hainao Daily.
How's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Right now, I want you to take a look at this setup. Imagine walking into a wedding, a graduation party, a birthday party, and seeing all of this beautiful lei and flower. Our next two guests, they can bring that dream into reality. This is Tracy and Anuhea Munoz, local family doing local business over there in Haleiwa. Welcome into the show, guys.
Thank you.
Mahalo nui for being here. Let's start with you, Tracy. Tell us about how this local farm, this local business started.
Well, it started with my love for flowers. I wanted flowers, and I told my husband, let's plant them. And next thing you know, my cousin saw the flowers, and she wanted them, and it just took off from there.
Okay, beautiful. And what is the farm called now?
Anuhea's Small Farm.
Anuhea Small Farm. It only makes sense to ask Anuhea about the farm. What happens at the farm, Anuhea? Tell us about some of the flower that you brought in today.
So my mom made the arrangements, and it's all from our yard.
Beautiful.
Especially the vegetables and the flowers. The stephanotis, crown flower, and I have sown these myself. And the vegetables is also from our yard. The ong choy, watercress, and warabi. Not much people know about warabi.
Can you educate me on one of those, Anuhea? Tell us a little bit about this one.
So this fern is edible. Fiddle leaf fern, pohole. That's its three names. You can also pan fry or boil it. When it turns bright green, it's ready to eat.
Oh, right on. Okay, I'm so curious. Who taught you all that? How do you know so much about all this?
My dad and my mom.
Right on. How is it being out there on the farm? Is that like another classroom, do you feel like? Lots of learning happening over there?
Yes.
Yeah? What was the very first thing you learned when you went out there?
Flowers.
Flowers? Tell us about this arrangement.
So my mom also made this and these small ones here. We do the farmer's market, so she makes these small bouquets.
Oh.
And she also, so she makes bigger bouquets with like this flower.
Right.
And they have a lot of names.
Beautiful. Take a look at this. Tracy, I wanted to ask you as well, when it comes to the arrangements, how do you go about creating these? Do people come up and ask? Do you pick from different things, or how does it come together?
It comes together. I have to feel it. The color, the movement, because not every flower is straight and perfect.
Right.
So you got to work with it. So it's you just got to feel it.
Yeah, and then Tracy, can you tell us about the arrangements that are over here, standing up in the back? Because these are just make great gifts, yeah, makana, and being able to celebrate with.
Celebrate, tabletop, something just a little bit, Cause,
absolutely.
You walk into a room, when you have flowers and stuff around, it just feels good.
Helps bring it to life.
Yes.
Everyone needs some color. So how long does it take you to put these together?
Really not long.
Yeah.
It depends on what I have available. And I'll tell my husband, hon, I need this. And I'll look at, babe, I need that.
Right on.
And so he goes and gets it for me, and I just put it together.
Oh, okay, very cool. Where are you guys located at right now? And I know there's a farm lovers market that you guys are a part of as well,
Yes.
which is a great concept that goes back to supporting so much of the great work that happens in the community.
Well, I truthfully forgot your question.
Yeah, but just tell us about the market, where people can find you, and yeah.
Okay, so currently we're at Haleiwa Farmers Market in Haleiwa. It's at the old Haleiwa Gym. People who are from Haleiwa will know that. Okay, so other than that, it's Wailua Community Association Center. And then we'll also be participating in the Kaka'ako Farmers Market, which is on Saturday. So the Haleiwa one is on Thursday from 3 to 7.
There you go. Make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. Tracy, Anuhea, mahalo nui for being here. And again, make sure you continue to support local. This is a great way of doing it. Flowers, bringing everything to life. Speaking of bringing more flavor to life, let's send it over to Rachel Picaro.
I know. Can I get a Hana Hou?
Hana Hou!
All right, we got the Hana Hou Makeke that's coming up. And if you're into Hawaiian vintage, we've got a market for you. So we've got Lala and Taylor over here of Hana Hou Makeke. So you're going to have to tell us a little bit, Lala, on how you decided to start this up for the public to be involved with.
So my main career is a photographer in women's fashion. So I work with a lot of companies and brands, and I stumbled upon Taylor one day, and she offered this space for me to create an event, and I can't do anything without going all out. So
yes,
all my friends are coming.
We love when people go all out because it's really a treat for us. So Hana Hou Makeke, that's happening. You mentioned that at this event is why you folks are together. Where's the event taking place?
It's going to be at the Kahala Hotel this Sunday, the 22nd, from 3 to 6.
Okay, and I mentioned Hawaiian vintage, so there are going to be some vendors that you may have not seen before that are going to be new to you. You're going to want to check out all of their things. Right now, if you look at your screen, those are some of the vendors that are going to be there. A lot of information as well. But you also mentioned that you're a photographer. You know her as Lala Loopsy all over social media, taking amazing photography, photos, pictures, videos, everything. So go ahead and follow her. And then we wanted to bring Taylor into the mix. How did that all happen? How did the creation of this makeke go about with Kahala?
Yeah, so Lala and I are friends, and she obviously has all the connections she does, and I work with the Kahala Hotel as part of our Kiska program, which is the Sustainability, Culture, and Art Department at the hotel. And our program is really to make space for community to come. We create events that they can come and participate, to boost the platforms of businesses. There's a lot of different sustainability factors that are going into this event, and we're really excited to talk about it.
Very cool. Now, this is the second Hana Hou
Yes.
Makeke, so we are really actually Hana Hoing that. So
For real.
let's talk about the vendors that are going to be there. Awesome stuff. I'm looking at the table and things I've never
Yes.
seen before. Like, take a look at this. Tell me about these products.
Yeah, so it's a mix of local vendors. We have vintage vendors and we have handmade businesses. So this is Moana Designs. I'm wearing Vaivolani, Arlie Glass. A lot of our stuff is handmade, custom hats.
Oh, the
local
holo
fragrance.
honey. I'm
So
a holo
cute.
honey. I know tons of other honeys out there that love to holo too. And then you gotta
Yes.
zoom in on that. Is that a Tacoma on top of the trucker
Yes.
hat? That is so clever. A trucker hat with an actual truck on top, right?
Yes.
All kinds of different jewelry. We've got some
Yeah, we've got
cool
Ocean
body.
Creations, local fragrances.
Ooh.
These, My Maid's a clay handmade brand. Arlie Glass hand makes these, all of them. Kaho Milani's is the best hair clips ever.
Can't forget the rubber slip over here, the locals.
Locals is a client of mine and they've donated to the market, so it's super fun. We have about 5 vintage vendors as well as D-Stash Hawaii, and she's the one who makes these bags. These poi bags are like my favorite ever.
Wow, it looks like you can carry a lot of goodies
I can fit
in that
everything
koi
in
bag.
it.
It looks like a hula bag. And then coming onto this side, there's also gonna be some clothing where, oh, this is nice. Who's this from?
Moana Designs.
Moana.
Hand painted, yeah. We have,
This is cute.
she has all kinds of stuff. She made these tops with these floral patches. We have David Shepherd, Active by Teal, everything.
This is actually where I gave you a call. It's like, Lala, who
Yes.
is this? I saw this and I was like, I love, I want, I need.
Yeah.
This is like one of those need things. Like, it's not just a want, it's a need. It needs to be in the wardrobe. And I thought it was so cute, vintage, Moana Designs. I hadn't heard of them until I saw you post. And that's why I was like, you know what? We're gonna have to find a little bit more about all of these vendors that's gonna be taking place at Hana Hou Makeke. Give everybody the dates and times one more time and where it's gonna be.
It's this Sunday at the Kahala Hotel and free entry from 3 to 6 p.m.
Okay, free entry from 3
Yes.
to 6 p.m. Love it. Okay, parking there on site?
Yep, street parking.
We definitely recommend.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Carpool,
crazy.
The parking.
Oh, yeah.
We have a pretty good turnout for this event. We're really excited about it. So we recommend stay sustainable, carpool, maybe catch an Uber if you want to have a pauhana cocktail after.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's always a good idea.
Or even parking and walking in as well if you want to avoid the parking entrance traffic.
Beautiful. So go ahead and see them. It is a free event, so go ahead and check them out at the Kahala Hotel. All the details will be online, hainaldaily.com, and also follow them on Instagram. All the details will be there as well. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Hey, coming up in a little bit, Rachel and I are gonna head up to the kitchen to try out how to make pierogis. You're looking at some Ono food, some Ono treats on the way. Olga's the expert. Stay tuned for that. More food is on the way. But up first, how about working out? With all the food we do on High Now Daily, we gotta stay fit. We've got Mike Higazi hanging out with us right now from UFC Gym Hawaii. Welcome in, brother.
Aloha, thank you for having us.
Mahalo nui for being here, man. Okay, first of all, UFC Gym, man. We know that there's big events taking place this weekend, a lot of different functions and events taking place. Give us the overview, though, man. UFC gyms, how many right now? And tell us about the workout schedule.
Yeah, totally. Well, so UFC Gym in Hawaii is 4 locations on Oahu, 1 in Hilo, Big Island. The 21st, this Saturday, we're doing a huge re-grand opening event. So all of our clubs have been refurbished, new equipment, and brand new state-of-the-art recovery centers. So we're really excited to invite the public in to come in, celebrate with us, check out everything we have to offer.
Expand more on these recovery services that you guys offer as well. You know, in this this day and age we're in right now, everyone's getting access to different workout equipment. There's so many different ways that people are approaching fitness. What does UFC Gym and really specialize in?
You know, the UFC Gym brand is really about training different.
Right.
And so we offer all different type of modalities for people to get into shape. And one of the things that we're really on the forefront of is recovery, all right? And so when we work out, we train hard, we're stressing our body, we develop injuries, we need to recover, we need to recuperate, we need to be healthier. So all of our locations, we've added these state-of-the-art recovery centers that incorporate cryotherapy, infrared saunas, red light therapy, hydromassage, traditional massage. We'll do different things like scraping and cupping. I mean, you name it, we're gonna have it in our facilities to help you feel and look your best.
Very cool. And in addition to that as well, we're talking about fitness for the whole family, right? In a variety of different classes and things that are offered.
Yeah, so a lot of people have this misconception that we're a fighting gym, right? And of course we have a robust martial arts program, but we're really about the community. So we have programs from 6 years old up to 60 years old, from the keiki to kupuna, right? So our youth programs are one of our most popular things. Really, one of my favorite parts. My kids are part of our programs. Right. We offer everything from jiu-jitsu to general calisthenics.
That soccer I just saw.
Yes.
And those kids are young in these videos, man. They're getting after it.
Yeah, so I mean, this Saturday, we're gonna be doing all kinds of clinics. We're gonna be doing all kinds of different programs for people to try what we do. So Kailua, for example,
right.
We're gonna be doing a youth soccer clinic. Cool. We're gonna be doing some bodybuilding, posing clinics. So we're gonna be doing all kinds of different special events so people could expose themselves to what we're about. We're gonna have some local vendors in there. Hopefully some of the awesome people that are on the show today will come by. We're gonna be doing prizes all day, just a nice party atmosphere. We're gonna have DJs in there. So it's a really good opportunity for people to really see what our brand is about, experience all of our product offerings, and train different.
Love that. Now, in addition to what you just mentioned as well, again, this is fitness for the whole family, but it is in the name, right? UFC. So there are a lot of MMA-centric types of classes and offerings that really you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, totally. Like we were just talking about, you know, jiu-jitsu and our children, right? So we do offer all different types of programs, including the martial arts program. So this Saturday, a lot of our locations are going to be offering anti-bullying seminars. We know that's a really big thing right now, some issues with that in the community. So we really want to support people. We'll go out to local schools and do that as well. We're going to do some self-defense seminars. Some of them are going to be geared towards women specifically, others for all adults. So we really want to embrace the community. Hawaii has a phenomenal martial arts culture and history. And we really want to use that to leverage people to come into our facilities, get into shape, have fun, build their confidence.
All right, let's do this. Again, you mentioned this big event is taking place on the 21st. It's the grand reopening. How do people get more information? People want to sign up, train different. How do people do it?
Yes, great question. So ufcgym.com, you can see all of our class offerings, everything that we do. But just stop by any of our gyms from 8 a.m. until 2, 3 p.m. We're going to have all these events. We're going to be doing prizes at all the locations. If you want the big grand prize, make sure you're there around 2 p.m.
What's the big grand prize?
Every location is going to have a different one, and I'm not going to let you know.
Oh!
But I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to be there, right? So we're doing prizes all day long. We're going to have fun activities all day long, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
Absolutely. Pleasure, Mike. Thank you very much for being here.
So
and
much.
Don't forget, for more info about UFC Gym Hawaii as well, head to HighNowDaily.com. We'll be right back. Right on, man. Great job, man. Awesome.
and welcome back to Hana Hou Daily. Okay, more local vendors, more amazing local products, and now we have Malia Duenas here of Ho'onani Love. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, you look stunning, beautiful. That must be your piece.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and you brought a bunch of other stuff too.
Yes, I did. This piece is actually a collection that you can specifically find at Anuhea Designers in Kamakana Ali'i, along with the two keiki lole over here on the table.
Love it.
Yes.
Now talk to me a little bit about Ho'onani Love and how this all started with you. Were you always into fashion and designing?
Yes, isn't every girl into fashion and designing? This started about 2 years ago. I really brought it to life about a year ago. So next month makes our 1-year anniversary on July 12th. So that's really exciting for us.
Yes, congratulations. Yes. And then talk about with the, celebratory things that are going on. You're also going to be at Made in Hawaii for the very first time.
Yes, that's another exciting thing. We're going to be Made in Hawaii for the first time this year. It's super, super exciting. We just opened up a kiosk in Pearl Ridge. We are on the uptown side next to the Cat Me Off storefront. We'll be there every weekend in June, and then in July we'll be there full force every single day.
Nice, so plenty of places where you can shop Ho'onani Love. Now let's go into products because I'm seeing a variety of things from bags to you're mentioning your jacket that you're wearing, and then also some jewelry over here. Can you talk to me a little bit about what people can shop?
Yes, so you can find pretty much everything for your entire ohana. Mom, dad, brother, sister, baby brother, baby sister, jewelry for the fam, hair clips for those little teenagers of yours, jewelry to spruce up anything. We got you covered.
Got you covered, okay. So let me see. These are some of the jewelry that you have here. Are you creating these as well? You have a whole team behind you making?
Yes.
Very cool. And what are the hot sellers when people come in or come to see you at any of the pop-ups? What are the hot sellers that people usually like to shop?
Everything. There's not one piece that's more popular than the other. Our bags are super popular. We just released that last weekend. We are restocking on a lot of products as well and doing specific collection releases at Made in Hawaii.
Oh, perfect. And then you also brought a rack of clothing over here. What is this collection? Is this part of something brand new or something you've had already?
Yes, so this is what you see here will be released during Made in Hawaii.
Oh!
So for the first time ever, we are going to release our Kane and Keiki Kane collection. This is one of our top sellers right here, this pattern.
What is the material on this? Because it feels nice.
It's basically like a dry fit material.
Dry fit, that's what it is. Everybody loves a dry fit.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wash and wear.
There you go. And it's easy, it doesn't wrinkle, right?
No, it doesn't, yes.
And then it comes in for the whole family, all the different prints and different styles, all kinds of good stuff. So, plenty different places that they can shop, whether it's Pearl Ridge, whether it's Made in Hawaii, but you also do online as well. Tell everybody how they can do that.
Yes, so you can find me online, ho'onanilove.com. I'm also on Instagram, ho'onani_love.
Okay, and now we've got even more gorgeous models here at Hana Hou Daily. So we're gonna have to bring them in. Can you introduce them and tell us what they're wearing?
Yeah, so this is Nikki and Taylor. They are wearing our Kahili collection in our Zaira dress and our Kamanu blouse.
Oh my goodness, so cute. Now we gotta give them one at a time spotlight. Let's start with Nikki. This one is cute. I love the off-the-shoulder look. There we go. Stretch your stuff, girl. This is so cute. I love that. Oh, and there's a little higher up in the front, longer in the back. That's cool. Okay. All right, and then sis, same. You got the off-the-shoulder, but this one is long sleeve. That's cool. Okay, you can kind of mix and match everything that they've got. She mentioned they have stuff for the whole family, from keiki to kupuna, all the way up, even jewelry. So go ahead and shop with her, Ho'onani Love. And of course, we're gonna now turn the camera around and send things over to Kainoa. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Yep, that's right. As our camera makes its way over here, I'm gonna go ahead and help them out. Go ahead and take a look at this. What you're looking at here is a tea towel designed by our next guest who's entering the show. Now for our next magic trick, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce her. She's got over 28,000 followers on Instagram. Her name's Candace Doodles, but you might know her as Candace Doodles, who's hanging out over here on Hana Hou. Welcome into the show, Candace.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. First of all, I was holding up that you gotta tell everyone about this tea towel. She's an incredible local artist. What is this?
So this is my Hawaii Foods tea towel. I honestly just did it because I love food. I love everything food related, and my mom loves tea towels, so I just decided to start making them.
That's so cool.
It's actually become my bestseller.
I can see why. And you got mac salad on there, you know,
Yes.
as all of us good local boys love. All right, so how did this artistic journey start for you as an illustrator, and how did this all begin?
So I'm actually a self-taught artist. I used to be a teacher, high school teacher actually. I just started doing this full time.
Wow.
But I used to just start doodling. So as you can see in my sketchbook.
We gotta show off this doodle book too. She has got like incredible drawings that are inside here. So do you just carry this around with you?
I just carry this around when I travel, when I eat a good meal. This is just kind of how I capture memories, and I can always go back to it. So I just started posting these on Instagram.
Right.
It kind of took off from there, and then I started thinking, what if I took my drawings and put it on like other things, like tea towels, bags.
Like everything,
Like everything,
Candace.
yes, exactly. But this is kind of how it got started, super analog.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Okay, so from this book has now grown this. Tell us a
Yes.
little bit about the different projects and the work that you do.
Yeah, so I started doing art prints first. So a lot of originals. These are all watercolor, acrylic. And then I just started selling them as prints. And then I started thinking, you know, I feel like people would want my artwork on different things. So then I started making bags.
Right,
Like
100%.
a tote bag, like foldable bags. And then I started making stickers.
So
And I
cool.
gotta say, like, the busubi, this is a hot seller, and it was just like the silliest idea I had, but it actually went viral. People also really loved this one. The Star Wars May the Musu be with you. If you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you gotta watch Star
From by
Wars.
you learn.
Yeah, exactly.
From by you learn.
Mind own business.
Okay, so I'm curious as well. As oftentimes is the case, so many different local artists, they do collaborations and things like that. How has that been for you, and how do people get in touch? Because my assumption is that people would love to be a part of the collection.
I've been really, really lucky.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of just DMs from local businesses. So I've worked with Uniqlo, L&L, Hawaiian Host,
So cool.
even Sumida Farms, Sunchong. Lately, I actually just released these hair claws with coot monsters.
Very
I'm sure
cool.
everybody knows
Yeah.
coot monsters. So it's been, I'm really grateful for the opportunities that have come my way. And I haven't really had to reach out too much.
Yeah. And then, but
yeah.
if people do want to reach out to you, because I was kind of scrolling through your Instagram as well, I saw some really personal ones too. There was a wedding one, it looked like, that people would reach out for, which would make an amazing gift.
Yes.
How do people get in touch with you for that? Collaborations or to do kind of more personalized work?
They just slide into my DM.
There you go.
Yeah, that's all they gotta do.
What's the IG handle again?
Candace Doodles.
Candace Doodles.
Candice.
There you go. And then Candace, what's next for you as well?
So I will be doing my first Made in Hawaii in August, which is really exciting, a little scary, but I'm trying to do more in-person markets. And I do have a collab releasing this month with Down to Earth
Very
as
cool.
well. So I have some things in the works, so stay tuned.
There you go. Candace, thank you so much for the time. Again, go ahead, shoot her a DM, check her out on Instagram at Candace Doodles. You're watching High Now Daily. We will be right back. Go get them, gang. So talented.
Welcome back to High Now Daily. You can check out live cooking and shop from vendors at a pop-up Makeke by CNHA starting tomorrow. It's all part of the 5th annual Hawaii Hotel and Restaurant Show happening on June 18th and 19th at the Neil Blaisdell Center Exhibition Hall and Arena. Our correspondent Lauren Taruya will be there, and Hawaii News Now anchor Stephanie Lum will be an MC. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a big time squad right there.
Oh yeah, I would show up just for those two girls. Admission for attendees is free, but you need to pre-register online at hawaiihotelandrestaurantshow.com.
That's right, a lot to look forward to. In addition to that, a reminder to tune in on Saturday, 48th annual Nahoku Hano Awards. We got live coverage beginning at 7 p.m. on all platforms on Hawaii News Now. I'll be there for the pre-show, but you need to be there for that stream starting at 5:30 because the one and only Rachel Picaro will be one half of that hosting team alongside Billy V. We're so excited for you.
Man, I love the hype on
Let's
this guy
go.
over here. Yes, we are very excited for that. For details about the free music workshops and pop-up Makeke called Pualu, just visit hearthawaii.com.
There you go. A lot to look forward to. We cannot wait for this weekend. But before all that, we're back up over here in the High Now kitchen, hanging out with Olga. And one of my favorite things to do is learn about different cultures through food. And we get a chance to do that because your local business is called Pelmeshki, right?
That's right.
What does that mean?
So Pelmeshki, it's the name of the Russian dumpling.
Russian dumplings. I have many questions. Tell us about a Russian dumpling.
So Russian dumplings been invented in Siberia, where I'm from. It's traditionally we eat it with beef and pork.
Ooh.
So this is what we'll be preparing today.
Check and double check.
I don't think I've ever tried the Russian style dumplings.
Right.
Say it one more time. How do you pronounce it?
Pelmeshki.
Pelmeshki. Was I okay in the beginning there?
Absolutely.
All
yeah.
right, Olga, thank you.
Oh, right. Eastern European dumplings. Okay, I'm intrigued. Now, where can people get these?
So I am a street food vendor. I show up at Pro Reach Center every Saturday, 5 to 9 at Village Market.
Is like your line super long because we don't have very many of these Russian style dumplings around Hawaii, so this is like a one-of-a-kind treat for people.
Yes, I hope so.
All right, and then we're also going to be making some of these a little today, or a little later in the show as we close out the show. But you're going to show us a little bit on how to get that done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes? So I have two kinds here. Everything is made from scratch. So I have a black dough, which has squid ink. So all my ingredients are fresh and natural. I don't have any artificial food coloring. And this is a traditional one, a white dough. Okay. And basically, I'll roll the dough and I'll make a shape.
How did you learn how to do this, Olga?
So actually, Pelmeshki is a staple food in Russia. So you will find in any freezer in any household of Russia. And I actually moved out of Russia when I was 14 years old, and I grew up in Middle East. And we didn't have that at that time. So we were gathering with family on special occasions and making dumplings from scratch. So it's more of family tradition. It's something close to my heart. So that's why I decided to bring it here and just introduce it to Hawaii.
All like the Russian kids, they have to learn how to make these, huh?
Absolutely.
And then there's 3 different varieties in front of us. What's the difference between the 3?
Absolutely. So the first variety, it's a traditional Siberian style dumpling with beef and pork. The second variety is pierogis. So it's more of Eastern European. They eat that in Poland, Ukraine, and other countries. Inside there is a mashed potato with cheddar cheese. And
so you eat one of those and then one of those, and it's like a whole meal right there.
Or you take 2 one time.
Yeah, and this is my new thing. This is a squid ink dumpling. Again, there is no artificial coloring. Inside is shrimp and pork, so kind of like a pork hash taste, but with the squid ink.
Very cool.
Yes.
What are the sauces on the side?
So absolutely, this is the sauce, the traditional sauce we eat with sour cream. We put sour cream on everything.
Oh, so do I.
I love that. I love where it's going right now.
Absolutely, and the second sauce is the shoyu sauce, so which will complement any dumpling.
And
Lovely.
then how are they cooked? Like steamed? Is that how you
Absolutely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We boil them, and the second version is pan fried, and I can pan fry as well.
Yum.
Yes. Oh, that sounds delectable.
I can't wait I swear.
Okay,
I just
no.
can't. Should I go with sour cream? What do you recommend, Olga? This one?
Sour cream is
I'm gonna
perfect,
make it.
absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
I needed you to go first,
I know,
and then
I'm
now
like,
I'll go in. I'll
I've
go
been
with the other
patient
variety
long
here.
enough. No.
I'm going with the show you over here. Okay, yeah, she's working while we're eating. We're so sorry. Where's our manners, Kainoa?
This is so good.
Thank you so
Olga.
much.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Crispy on the outside, the mashed potato, the cheese, soft, perfect bite.
Okay, this right here, with the pork inside, this is kind of like a pork hash, but make it Russian style.
Yeah? Ooh,
This
Russian
is
style
great.
podcast.
Okay, if that line is short, it's gonna be longer because this is good. You wanna stand in line for this. This is yummy. Again, Pearl Ridge.
Yes.
Yes, every Saturday.
That's correct.
I flipped it upside down, okay? Don't email and say I double dipped. I'm going from the opposite side, Olga. You saw it, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so we're gonna go to break actually because I gotta finish this bite. And we're gonna come back.
Stay with us, more food. We're hanging out with Olga in the Hana Hou kitchen. Again, make sure you check her out, Pearl Ridge, the farmer's market. When we return, we're actually gonna make some. We'll stop eating, we're gonna make some.
Breathe, Rachel, breathe. All right, here's a live look at views and vibes from Oahu's west side. Coming up later this week, we will be live from Kamakana-Ali'i checking out what they have going on over there. Just visit kamakana-ali'i.com for the mall hours and so much more. I love that mall.
Absolutely. And also, the Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement is hosting Hawaii to the World Television Talent Competition. This thing is big time. Important dates are listed over there on the screen. The deadline, though, for applicants is Friday, June 20th for Kauai. So Garden Isle, make sure you get it in. Also, deadlines for several other islands are coming up as well. Scan that QR code on the screen. You can get all the info. Also, by the way, June 29th, 8 finalists will compete in the live audition on Maui. That's going to be neat.
Oh, here we go. Now, there's a wide range of talent categories. They're listed here on the screen. You can either audition as an individual or as a group of up to 6 people. Let me correct that. Not 5, 6 people. Categories include singing, original song or anthem, instrumental performance, dance, comedy, storytelling, and spoken word, plus fashion design. For details, visit hawaiiancouncil.org. Do you have some people you can get together?
I don't have any talent, you know, but I cannot wait to watch that because
Yeah.
seriously, that initiative by CNHA is amazing. To
Gonna be
bring
epic.
Hawaii ambassadors is going to be unreal. Hey, we're back over here in the kitchen hanging out with Olga of Pelmeshki, and we just learned that is a Russian-style dumpling. We've been eating them. Now we're going to learn how to make them.
Yes, yes. There's 3 different styles over here. Kainoa was raving about this one here in the middle. You love potato, you love cheese.
That's
And
the
then I had
Carlson in me. I like that.
I had the traditional one over here that has the pork inside. So delicious. Olga,
Thank you.
you got something frying up over there on the pan. Is that the original?
Yes, that's the original. I also offer them as a pan-fried, as pierogis. So you can ask at the market for either steam or pan-fried.
All right.
Yeah.
And the same thing is in that one?
Yes, absolutely. It's the same thing. It would be just more crispy.
Ooh, more crispy.
And then
Got it.
Olga, what's inside this bowl over here? This one,
Absolutely.
yeah, what do we have?
So this one for the black dumpling. So we have ground shrimp, ground pork, garlic, fresh garlic always, and fresh onions, all finely chopped, and it would be all premixed and added to the dumpling.
Nice. Is that just a whole bunch of pepper on top?
Yes, black pepper.
All right. That's
Yum.
where that kick is coming from.
I like it.
Right. And then this has the squid ink on the inside, or in the wrapper. That's why it's that color black right there.
That's right, yes.
All right. And then what is this one here? Is that
So,
that one?
yes, it would be right here. So this is ground beef, ground pork, lots of onions to make that meat juicy, and as well black pepper and salt.
Okay, now how are we going to
Yeah,
wrap these
how do you
babies
wrap
up?
these?
Yeah, absolutely. Grab one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oops, mine already fell off.
Okay.
Oopsie. Here we go.
So we will make a crescent shape.
Okay.
Crescent.
We will just and pinch.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll pinch
Okay.
it around.
Nice.
So it would look that way.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Something like this.
Absolutely. That's how it is. And then
One
you
hot
just
sticker.
take those 2 ends and just hug them
Okay.
and pinch.
Where do they hug? Do they hug on this side?
Pop and pinch.
Just together.
Just-
yeah,
just
exactly.
follow after me, kind of.
Perfect.
Oh, like this?
Yes.
Oh, they're hugging. There we go.
Yes, there we go. That's cute. Okay, let me get to this
Yeah.
next one. So we have more to fry up over here. Okay, you got to remind everybody as
this
we
is a
whip
yummy
these babies
treat.
up where they can find you to get some of these.
So again, at Pearl Ridge Market, you can find me every Saturday from 5 to 9 p.m.
Awesome.
PM, Pearl Ridge Market. All right, that's Saturdays, every Saturday.
Yep.
Okay, Kainoa. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put this down before it just
Wow.
gets too
Here
before it
we
gets too crazy.
go.
And is this how you're frying them up at the farmers market too?
Absolutely.
People come up and then you're able to just cook them up right there. on the spot?
Absolutely, it's going to be only fresh dumplings. So
Nice.
it would be, yes, made per order.
Now, how do you serve this up? It just comes out like, do you serve it with anything else, or it just comes right there with how many ever you'd like?
So we will be serving with the green onions on top and crispy onions and
okay.
sauce on the
Nice.
side, yes.
Sauce on the
so
side.
it would give more crunchiness, and as well the onion flavor will enhance the meat flavor.
Oh, I
love
love
it.
it. Okay, very cool. So go ahead and check her out. She's going to be there, Pearl Ridge Market, every Saturday. Yes?
Yes.
And just get in line because it's going to be so good. Now it's my turn to try this one after.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
eat.
yeah. You gotta
I
get
gotta
it there.
try this one because Kainoa was like oohing and awing the whole time during that.
You
2-minute
ain't
commercial
going wrong
break.
with potato and cheese and some crisp on
And
the
a whole lot of sour cream
and a whole
too.
lot of sour cream. That can only end one way. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm trying to compare this to something that's very familiar and I can't put my finger on.
I want to sit down on a couch
Wow.
with many of these and watch a game.
Yeah,
or watch
you
Hana
can
Hou.
you can binge.
Or
on
watch
this
the
one, guys.
Hokus this weekend, which we're excited to see you be a
Yes,
part
yes. So go tune in. Hawaii News Now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Aloha.
of. Hello. Olga, great job.